Hi guys, got a great recipe for you this morning. Like I said, this is out of my comfort zone, but I think I can do this. It's chocolate chip cookie brittle. This was actually a request from somebody. Pretty simple, okay? So I think I can do it. First off, I got my oven at 375 all preheated, so it doesn't play its little tune in the middle of my talking. I think it tries to talk over me all the time. That's artificial intelligence over there or something. So you start with, I got 2 sticks of butter. They're room temperature. And like always, I can't really talk when this thing's going. So I'm just going to get them creamed up a little bit. Won't take long. 2 sticks, remember that. I was talking to someone the other day in class, and it's funny because they sprung for the new big, like 8-quart industrial. It's like the next step down from like the real industrial one. I was kind of jealous. I don't use it very often, but I'm like, Alright, so I got my butter all creamed up real nice. So I need tablespoon of vanilla extract. I don't care what kind you use, but I'm still pretty old school and I do use the pure, not the imitation. Oh, look at that. This is real video time. Let's see. Not enough. Good thing I had a backup bottle. Can I do it? Oh, look at that. That sounds like a lot of vanilla, but if you think about what really is like what we used to call Toll House cookies, it's a lot of vanilla flavor in it. And I think I got a little trickle down the side here. Alright, so now I've got a little bit of liquid in there. Okay, great. So I need just a 1/4 teaspoon, like that's like a pinch, dash, whatever you want to call it, salt. So I know that I'm bold and brazen and I have my little shaker sometimes. So I'm going to tell you, a really simple way to make sure you don't overdo it is just take a little dish, put some in, and even if you don't measure it, you want to eyeball it, but it's better than shaking, because you know what happens when you shake it. So that's why it's really nice to just do it that way, okay? And I need 1/2 cup sugar. And I need 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Now remember, brown sugar, you pack it. Okay, I just use the back of my hand. If you don't want your hand messy, you put a little piece of wax paper in there or whatever. And it comes out in one big plump. Alright, so let's start real easy, get this kind of mixed up and see how it goes. be shy. You really want to give a good mixing on this. And I just want to check it out here, make sure that we got they make a paddle now that actually has like a rubber edge to it, so it really scrapes. And like I said, if I did more baking, I'd probably think about that, because it really ensures that you're getting all that. Alright, so the importance of creaming is you want that really smooth texture of the butter and the sugars all put together there. Now, I got 2 cups of flour. I'm going to put about 1 cup in first, and then I'll put the second one, okay? Just eyeball it, it's okay. Don't pack your flour. Back in the day we used to sift, which is totally opposite of packing. Okay. About half. Really start easy and watch out. I just want to start the incorporation of it. Doesn't have to be all mixed in. There's the beater always where I need to be. Everyone's like, get a tilt head. No, I really don't like the tilt head mixers. I used to have a nice one of these, an older one, with the original flour shield, or the shield that has a little pouring thing on it. Really nice. I don't think they make the same type anymore. Plus I don't bake enough, so don't want to spend the absorbent amount of money. Alright, this is really well mixed. So I just need to scrape it up here a little bit. I don't want to tear up my chocolate chips with my big mixer, so I'm going to move my mixer. Does smell good though, really does. Okay. When you're a kid, your mom always gave you a beater to clean, clean my butt. Now they say, oh, it's can't eat raw stuff, so you can't do that. Wouldn't be a problem if it weren't for these big companies that mass produce that somehow get salmonella in all their food products. I mean, no matter how many times my mom tried, she couldn't get salmonella in her food, so that's only because she didn't want all of us kids. Here she could get rid of a couple. Yeah, perfect. So remember, this ain't cookies, this is brittle. And you're like, why is this recipe so strange? Oh yeah, and you gotta put a 12-ounce package of chocolate chips in here, right? Just kind of cut through them. I really need my stiffer spatula. Chocolate chips in here. There it is. Ugh. And go to the gym. Ooh! It's a workout. Okay. So you just want to eyeball it just to make sure they don't have a lot of places where there's dough with no chips. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of working it around into a ball. And you can see, yeah, just working. So now what do we do with it? Throw it in the oven, just bake it as is. So, the recipe I found called for some really weird size sheet pan. This is a half a sheet, you know, restaurant sheet. I did pick this one because it's dark, so it is going to cook it a little more, because this is a brittle, and it's non-stick, so hopefully that's going to help out. We'll know. But anyway, so the recipe originally called for a 15 by 10 cookie sheet. Okay, let's see what I can do with this. Just trying to flatten this out. So obviously, we would just want a thin layer. Keep it from tearing like I just did, right? So basically I made it single file chocolate chip thickness, right? Okay, now we're out. I gotta wash my hands. So this goes in the oven. I'm gonna say, because of the 375 and the fact I'm using a dark pan, 15 minutes should be enough. I'm gonna bring it out in 15 minutes. Double check it. If it's good, I'll show you what it looks like. If not, I'll throw it in for another 5. But either way, I'll see you back when it's done. Oh, what a lovely day. So guess what? It took almost 25 minutes for this big old thing to cook. And then I gave it a couple minutes because I want to be able to touch the pan. We want the chocolate to be congealed again. It's still really hot on the bottom. I don't think I'd want to put that on my lap, but it's pretty darn close. So while it's cooling another minute, I'll tell you a funny story. So when my sister was in college, her 21st birthday, her boyfriend went to Sibley's, which is a department store in Rochester, because she went to the University of Rochester Nursing School, or School of Nursing. And he said, my girlfriend really likes chocolate chip cookies. Can you make a really big one? And the chef said, I can try. So he says, you know, come back in a couple days and we'll see. So he made this really big chocolate chip cookie. He said it took him 7 tries. Like he made no money on it. And when I saw this brittle, I was thinking to myself, I wonder if that's what he ended up, or how this recipe even evolved, because that was back in the 70s. But ironically, that was before they had those places you can go and get the big cookies. That was the beginning of it all. This chef from Sibley's, or baker. So isn't that just a little interesting side note? Okay, so I've got a plan. I'm going to try it. I'm going to take me, this is a breadboard, by the way, if you don't know what these really thin boards are. And I'm going to see if I can flip it. So if you ever want to know if your oven is heating evenly, that'll show you right there. Ovens are never perfect unless you have like a real professional oven. But this is good enough. So we got a nice and, it's all pretty crispy and crunchy. So I really don't think I can do anything with it for a minute or two, because we want to get that air circulating on here and let it really cool. But I'll just show you over here basically what happens. It just breaks right up. So the true thing is, I just want to try it. It's exactly what I expected. It's really good. Yeah, it's like a big chocolate chip cookie. But I like chewy cookies. This is definitely not. So it kind of gives you that crispy, kind of crusty flavor to it, but it's really darn good. So I really hope you do give this a try. And you guys are great. Thanks for commenting. I've got some great ideas from some of you and some stuff I'm researching to make. Recipes I've never heard of, but I'm going to try my darndest to see if I can come up with it and make people happy. And when this cools, basically you can break it. If you want, you could take a pizza cutter and cut it. But either way, this is really fun. I hope you like it. And I will definitely see you back with another recipe.